Good to see you. Last day of 2025. So, start sitting on the floor in the chair, and just notice how you cross your legs too, because usually, or they don't have to be crossed. You can have them out. Anyway, any comfortable seat that you want. So sit with a nice tall spine, root down, just feel you're grounded. Where a blanket can be nice, or a block if you want to raise your hips up a little bit. And we will start with a scan. So just have your hands, arms comfortably, let your shoulders come down from your ears. Close your eyes and see where you are at the start of practice. So there's been a lot going on. So just bring your awareness inside and start with your physical body. Just move systematically over each part. No judgment. There's no good, there's no bad, there's no right, there's no wrong. It's just hear what your body's saying to you through sensation. Just see where you are. Listen to your physical body. Also, be aware of your emotional state. Might be anything. Tired, excited, happy, sad, bored. Just notice your feeling mind, so to speak. And your mental state, is your mind busy, or just kind of, how is your mind going? And we're going to be focusing on our head, the face, jaw, neck. So usually at this point I would say, relax your face, your jaw, your neck, let your shoulders be down from your ears. And we're going to be focusing on that today, and also the eyes a lot, and exercising the eyes and the muscles and nerves there. But just relax everything. Feel like the scalp is just melting down. Let your eyes be heavy. And the skin of your face just, I don't like to say drooping down, that might not be a good image, but just relax. Let your ears be relaxed, your teeth come slightly apart, jaw loose, shoulders loose down. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Just notice how your breath is flowing. Follow the inhale all the way up. And the exhale all the way down. And then we're going to do a pranayama today. It's sometimes called box breath, but it's basically inhaling to a count of 4, pausing in stillness for a count of 2, exhaling to a count of 4, pausing for a count of 2. So you determine your count. So it's just an even inhale and exhale with a pause, half that duration between. Okay, so just begin inhaling to your count of 4. And then pause for 2. Exhale 4. Pause 2. And just do several rounds just like that. And 2 more rounds. And when you complete your 2 rounds, just return to a slow, deep, even breath, a breath that you can maintain during practice. And then take a moment to create an intention for your practice. So this is something people do in the new year often, is to make resolutions. So intention during yoga practice is something positive that you'd like to take away from practice. It can be anything, something, a feeling, something about your body, any kind of positive intention. And unlike a New Year's resolution, you have great chance of success in realizing your intention because it's just for an hour. But it's something to come back to if you need to regain your focus and remember why you came to yoga today. So just repeat it in your mind a few times and then let it go, and it's there to come back to if you need to. Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to be seated for a while, so if you need to change the cross of your legs or something, go right ahead. And we're going to start with an eye exercise. So the eye clock, just like I said at the beginning. So find a place, let's see, you might need to turn here. Turn around so you're facing a wall or a window, something that you're not looking at another person. So we're gonna, something there you can imagine in front of you, a big round clock. So if you can have your, just so you have, it's a distance and there's not a person in the way. And it's good if it's the window, because we're also going to do a near-far focusing thing. So yeah, so just turn to face a wall or window where there can be furniture in your way, but not a person. Okay. And so you're going to imagine a big round clock on the wall or in the distance. And your nose is pointing right to the middle of the clock. And I'm going to say a digit on the clock, and your eyes are going to go up to that digit, like 12 o'clock. Your head does not move, nothing moves, just your eyes will go up toward 12 o'clock, and then back to the center. And then 6 o'clock, your eyes, just your eyes, move down to 6 o'clock, up to the center. 3 o'clock, up back to the center. Big clock, 9 o'clock, back to the center. So I'm going to keep saying numbers, and you are going to move your eyes only, and each time come back to the center. Okay, 1 o'clock. 7 o'clock. 11 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 4 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Okay, back to center now. One more time. 12 o'clock. You're just going to go around in a counterclockwise. So 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Come back to the center each time. 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to do that same kind of thing, but we're going to close our eyes. So first we're going to start with something called palming. So this is exercising the muscles of your eyes, which need exercise to get fresh blood and oxygen there, and it's just a conscious way to keep the eyes working well. Okay, so take your palms together and rub, 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 rub. Rub it for a while till you can feel some heat between your palms. And then cup your hands over your eyes, fingers together. Keep your eyes closed and just feel that warmth there. That's kind of energizing. And now, staying just like this, we're going to do some eye movements. So take your eyes, both eyes, up to the right. So it's like toward the 2 o'clock. We're not doing the clock here, but up to the right. And then down to the lower left. So a diagonal, upper right, lower left. 3 times. Look up to the right, down to the left. And then when you've done that 3 times, you're going to rub your palms together again. Rub, 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 repeat. Place them over your closed eyes. And now you're going to go both eyes up toward the upper left and down to the lower right. 2 more times. Okay, then keep your eyes closed. Rub your palms again. Get some heat going. 1 more time. Cover your eyes. And then slowly circle your eyes clockwise all around the clock in a circle 3 times, very slowly. And when you finish that 3 times, you're going to circle them counterclockwise, 3 times slowly. When you finish, no hurry, just keep your eyes closed and bring your hands down to your knees and just sit for a little bit. Just notice how that feels. Okay, then one more. Now here's where you're going to look out the window, or you want to find something to focus on that's relatively near to you, and then switch your gaze to something that's far away. So you're going to move between the near focus and the far focus 6 times. Spend a little time in each place. So near, and then refocus something far away. Just do that 6 times, moving between the 2. Take, but don't hurry, but when you're finished, you can just come back to sitting and notice. So the reason it's good to do this near and far focus is sometimes we spend a lot of time looking at screens, or, well, one example was on a long car trip when you're focusing ahead, but we probably don't take a lot of long car trips. But just, it's good to exercise your eyes from a near focus to a far focus. So that's what that was about. Okay, now we're going to do a massage for the whole face, neck, everything. And I'm going to read it from this book because it's... Okay, so change your seat, whatever you want to do to be comfortable. We got a little more to go here. So sit up nice and tall, and then just take your fingers and like you're giving, and just massage your scalp lightly, like you're washing your hair or something. Just gently all over your scalp. You can close your eyes while you do this to feel it a little more, but you don't have to. Okay, then take all your fingers and just tap gently all over your head. Tap, 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 tap. Gently, gently. Okay, then take your middle and index fingers, I'm going to take my glasses off here, and right at the bridge of your nose, here between your eyebrows, and just gently stroke from the center out to your hairline, and then move up a little bit and stroke all the way up your forehead, moving up a little bit each time, just gently stroke outward. All the way up to your hairline, and then back down. Okay, then this is the part Then out to your temples. So your temples are, yeah, you know where your temples are. Just gently move the same two fingers, middle finger and pointer, around in one way. Circle one way right around your temples, just gently. Try to stay right with that feeling there. And then reverse the circles, go the other way. And then bring your fingers behind your ears and make right behind your ears and circle there. Maybe down a little lower toward the bottom circle. And then take your two fingers, your thumb and your pointer, and just gently massage over the outer ear. So one finger on the outside, your thumb on the inside maybe. Just gently go over that little curled edge of your ear, massaging. And when you get to the flap, just tap lightly on the flap and maybe little soft circles there. That's not the right term for that part of your ear, but that's what, okay? Then take your thumb and pointer and just lightly tug on your earlobes a few times. Just gently pull them down. Okay? Then take all your fingers and just massage your throat, the front of your throat from your chin down, and then around from the hairline down the sides of your neck. Just gently stroking, massaging around the back of your neck. You might want to just, with your fingers, massage the tops of your shoulders back there. A lot of tensions we carry in our neck area. And then lastly, you come to your jaw and just circle your jaw a little bit. Move it around, in and out. So when we're tense, we tend to clench our jaws. So we're just relaxing that. Okay. And I just kind of sit and feel how your whole head and face feels right now. Just notice that. And now we're going to do an actual pose, or I think it's a pose, it's lion pose. So have your hands, and this is to energize, well, you'll see it's the tongue and the eyes. This is eyes again. So hands on your knees, straighten your arms, spread your fingers. So these are like lion claws. And then inhale. And as you exhale, look up with your both eyes up and stick your tongue out as far as you can toward your chin. Hold it a little bit. And then inhale again. And exhale, tongue out, eyes up. And a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale, tongue out, eyes up. Keep your claws going. Straight arms. One more time. Okay, very nice. And now we are actually going to stand up. So I just want to say something. Okay, so Vicky's in a chair. So standing up from a chair, you lean forward and come up. You know, you can stand up from a chair. I'm just saying there's different ways to do it. So I just saw something about being able to stand up from this position. I can't even contemplate it. But you can stand up from a squat if you can do that. But here's the way probably most of us are going to do it. So just to come to the knees, and then tuck your toes, come up into down dog, and walk your feet up to your hands. You come up the best way that you can. There you go. Okay. So later we're going to be doing chair pose, which is like this. So when you get out of the chair, I was practicing this the other day. Sitting down, lean forward, and come up like that is a good way to come up from a chair. Okay, so now we're going to come to Tadasana. So look at your feet. Have them pointing straight ahead. Kind of rock around on your feet. Find the four corners. So nice, even balance on the four corners of your feet. Lift and spread your toes and put them down. And then press lightly into the mat. So your kneecaps come up. Take your hip bones up just a little bit. Tuck your tailbone. Shoulders up, back down. Nice long side waist. Lift up through the crown of your head. Your palms can face out or toward your body. Come into mountain pose. Close your eyes if you have the balance, or have a soft gaze straight ahead. Gaze, we're going to be talking about that with our eyes more. And then when you're there, let go of any extra effort. So certainly relax all your face and jaw and neck. Root down, rise up. Bring the corners of your mouth up a little smile. See if you can feel the smile inside. And take a few slow, deep, even breaths. Okay, then open your eyes, and we're going to do another face exercise here. So this is for the tongue, and I guess it's the cheeks. So take your tongue, that your lips are going to be together. You're going to run your tongue in one direction across the upper teeth and the lower teeth 3 times. And then other way 3 times, like you're wiping your teeth. Okay, now the first time I did that consciously, I was surprised. Did you feel in your tongue, I mean, like it was an exertion for your tongue a little bit? Yeah, I could really feel that. Anyway, now we're going to do moving air around. So you're going to puff out your cheeks, not to the full extent, but puff them out, and then circle the air around your teeth. Okay, then circle the other way. And now this time we're going to do like a clock. We're going to put the air up to 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And then the other way, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Okay. Did you feel that? I mean, no, I'm not kidding. I could really feel that in something. I don't know, the muscles in the cheeks or what. It's just weird. Okay. Now we're going to do some sun breaths. So spread your fingers, inhale, arms up. Exhale down and around to the center. Thumbs together, index fingers together. Push away, nice, like you're going through Jello, and pull back. Okay, a couple more of those. Inhale up. Keep your arms nice and active. Exhale down to center. Inhale, push away, pull back. One more. Okay, and now we're going to do some laterals. So we're going to imagine that we have a beach ball between our hands. So inhale up, spread your fingers, and just without moving your arms, just gentle pressure, like you're going to pull your hands together, but you're not. So hold that, not too much effort. And then inhale here in the middle, exhale, side bend to the right, keeping the beach ball there. Inhale, center, exhale, side bend left. Nice stretch up the side body. Press down into the outer foot and press into that beach ball. Just go back and forth a few times. Inhaling up. You can take your gaze up. That gives your eyes a little workout, if that's okay with your neck. Or you can follow the ball with your gaze. And the next time you go to the right, hold there, hold the ball. And then inhale up, exhale to the other side. Each inhale, lengthen out a little more, stretch. And exhale, maybe soften a little more toward that side. Inhale up, and arms down, very nice. We're going to do some half suns with chair pose. So make sure you're in good foundation here. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, bend your knees, come forward, fold. And then on an inhale, set your hips back, bring your arms up. You can hold that ball again. And then come all the way up and back. And do two more of those right into your own, with your own breath. Moving with your breath. And again, you can work your eyes by following. Do one more, if you want to. And then we'll come together here, just back into mountain pose just for a few breaths. So come back to mountain pose, not sloppily, get your alignment, and close your eyes if you can. Take a few breaths. Okay, now we're gonna do some balance poses. First, we're going to do a right-left brain exercise. So bring your arms up, spread your fingers. We're going to make an infinity sign over our heads. So, you know, the infinity like an 8, figure 8. Just like that, yeah. Nice, slow, and follow your hands with your eyes. And then come to the center and go the other way. Nice, slow, flow. This relaxes the shoulders, neck. let your arms come down, maybe roll your shoulders back a little, whatever feels good. And we're gonna do a little bit of a balance. So we're gonna take a little pause. So we're gonna raise the right arm up. So let the weight come into your right foot mostly. Just let that weight come in. Raise your right arm. Your left hand is on your left thigh. Gaze is straight ahead and soft gaze. And then take your left leg out, pause, and then back. So just bring it out. Take a little pause like we did in that breath at the beginning. Out, pause, back. Just a little pause. Root down through the right foot. Okay, then the next time, if it's in your whatever repertoire, see if you can hold that leg out. So come back for a second. So when in the balanced pose, you want your drishti, your gaze, to be at something that's not moving. You want to take a slight activation of your core and breathe. Keep breathing. So try that again. Right arm up, left arm to thigh. Take the left foot out. The toes can be on the floor too. So you find your place today. So this is not easy. So very strong on the right leg. Okay, then come back, shake it all out. And let the weight come into your left. First, raise your left arm. No, yes. Weight come into your left foot. Come up onto your right. Well, yeah, you can just take your toes out like this. Pause and back. Or you can hover. Woo! Pause and back. I'm not going to talk. Just do it. Moving and pause. And then if you want to, you can hold. Practice a little. A couple more times, playfully. It's not serious. Okay, let it go, and then move it, shake it out. Some days balance is harder than others. Okay, let's see, where are we here? Okay. So now we're going to do an actual, I don't know, pose that we're used to. So turn and face the long edge of your mat. Step your feet wide apart. Toes face forward. And press down into both feet. Lengthen up. Bring your arms out shoulder height. Just lengthen out 5 directions. Down through both feet, out through both arms, up through the crown of your head. Take a couple breaths. Feel that energy originating in your core, out in 5 directions. Now bring your hands to your hips, and on an inhale, lengthen up and out, come into a forward fold. You can bring your hands to a block or to the mat, so wide leg forward fold, Prasarita. And then hands on the block or the mat. Walk your hands, well, let's see, does anyone, yeah, just walk your hands over to the right. I guess if your hands are on the block, you can bring the block with you. So over toward your right foot, and then back to the center, and then over toward your left foot. You can bend the knee that you're walking your hands towards, so just walk back and forth. straight leg or bent, so stretching through the inner left leg when you go to the right, and the inner right leg when you go to the left. Yeah, bend the knee that you're walking toward. And then come back to center. Come up halfway. Lengthen out, nice strong flat back. And then fold down again. And then bring your hands to your hips and lengthen out with a strong flat back and rise up slowly. Good. You are going to move into Warrior Two. So take your left heel and pivot it back toward the back corner of the mat and turn your right toes toward the short edge of the mat. You might want to adjust your stance here. So we'll find the right stance. So take a few times of bending your right knee over your right ankle. So you want to be able to see the toes of your right foot, the large toes. So a few times, bend and straighten the right leg. Find the right distance between your feet. And then hold that. Turn your shoulders to face the long edge of the mat. Okay? Hands on your hips. So get that good foundation with your bent knee. And then inhale, both arms up, fingers spread, shoulder height. Take your gaze over the middle finger of your right hand. And that's Warrior Two. So you're in Warrior Two. Inhale, press into your feet, lengthen out through your fingers, up through the crown of your head. Your spine is rising right up from your pelvis, right in the center, not leaning to the right or to the left, right up through the middle. And each inhale, you feel those lines of energy moving down, out, up. And each exhale, you might be able to sink down a little bit. And relax your face, jaw, neck. None of those muscles are needed for this pose, so let go of that effort. And take 2 more slow, deep, even breaths in Warrior Two. If that's good for you, if your body's saying, oops, come out, then come out. And on an inhale, straighten your leg, take your feet back to parallel, and we'll do that on the other side. So this time your right heel pivots back toward the right corner, left toes toward the short edge. Square your shoulders. Find your knee bend place. So bend and straighten the left knee till you find, it might be different on this side, our sides are different. Make sure you can see the toes. Then square your shoulders to the long edge as best you can. Inhale your arms right out. Look back to the back arm, make sure it's pretty level with the front one. Then turn your gaze over the middle finger of your left hand. Inhale, lengthen down, out, up. Create space. Exhale, soften. How's your face doing? Relax everything up there. And then take a few more slow, deep, even breaths. Inhaling, stretch out, up, down. Exhale, soften. Stable but easy. And then bring your hands back center, straighten out your feet, walk your feet together actually, and just circle your hips around times, and a few times the other way. And we're gonna come down to our backs. So come to the front edge of your mat and get your good foundation. Inhale, arms come up, fingers spread. Exhale, bend your knees, come into forward fold. Very deep knee bend. Put your hands on the mat, step back into downward facing dog. Give your feet some pedaling, lower one heel, then the other toward the mat. And then knees bent a little or a lot. Lift your tailbone up toward the ceiling. Chest comes toward your thighs. Shake your head yes and no. Have a nice, easy spine. Just take a couple breaths in down dog. Inversion, bringing some fresh blood to your brain. Keep your fingers spread, pressing down, heels pressed toward the mat. And then inhale, bring your knees to the mat, feet out to the side so you can come to a seat. And let's lower down mindfully, so have your feet hip width apart, knees bent. And just, you can hold on to your shins and just lengthen up through the crown of your head. And bring your arms out to the side, firm up your core, and just lower down as slowly as you can, coming onto your back. And when you're there, raise your feet up toward the ceiling. So both legs up, and raise your fingers toward the ceiling. And let's circle the ankles and the wrists in one direction for a few times, and then the other direction. And now bring your fingers and toes toward your head, and then point your fingers and toes away. So back and forth that way. And then windshield wipe, so fingers and toes toward the right and the left. And then last time, bring the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands toward each other and away. So you'll notice that your wrists are much more, have range of motion much more than your ankles. Okay, then bring your feet down and your arms down by your side. And we're gonna open the hips a little bit. So bring your knees toward your chest. Take hold of your up the big toes or your ankles, anywhere you can hold on to your legs for happy baby. So your knees are gonna be coming toward your armpits. And you can press down pretty hard. Press those knees toward the mat. And you can rock around here. Just find something that feels really good. You massage your low back a little bit. As always, if anything hurts, back off, modify. You can straighten the legs and do this. chest. Hug them in as far as they can toward your chest. We're gonna do a version of the eye clock with our knees. That might be a stretch, but put your hands on your knees. So imagine that your knees there's a horizontal clock above you. Your knees are at 6 o'clock. Push your knees up toward 12 o'clock with your hands on your knees. And now the right knee is going to come around toward the 3 o'clock. The left knee is going to come around toward the 9 o'clock, back to 6. Okay, so circle out to 3 and 9 and back to 6 o'clock. Okay, we'll do that a couple more times. Up to 12, out to 3 and 6, down, not 3 and 9, down to 6. One more time. Okay, now you're back at 6 o'clock and we're just going to reverse the circles. So out to the sides, up to 12, back to 6. A couple more times in this direction. Just nice hip opener. Okay, then when you're back to the center, take a hold around your thighs or your shins, and you can just rock, or if you want to bring some core into it, on an exhale, you can bring your belly in and raise your chest up toward your knees. Hold that for a little, so your choice, whatever feels good here. And now we're going to do a twist. So, let's see, what's a good twist to do? Straighten out your right leg. Pitch yourself up to come over a little bit onto your right hip. And then draw your left knee across your right leg toward the mat. Okay? If that feels good. You can modify, you can do any kind of a supine twist here that you want. It can be. This is just a suggestion. So once you get there, find the place you can put a support under your knee or your hand on it, or find a place where you can release any tension or gripping in the left leg. So gravity just stretches it out. So in the twist, every inhale, make a nice deep inhale like you're blowing up your whole body. Making space, sending that air everywhere. And then the exhale, just release, release, release. All right, check in with your face, jaw, relax there. Stay with your breath. If your mind is starting to wander, follow your breath. No effort. And then inhale, come back to center. Bring both feet to the mat and just press into your feet and tap the back of your sacrum lightly on the mat a few times just to get recentered. And then take the twist to the other side. Anyway, twist you want to be. It can be the same one. Inhale, inflate, create space, exhale, just release. So your slow, deep breath, exhale, signals to your body that it can let go. Let go of tension, effort. Okay, then inhale, come back to center. And take any movement, anything you want to do to prepare your body for Shavasana. And I will come around, and if you wiggle your fingers or something, let me know what I can do. Cover you up, bring an eye bag, a belly bag, whatever. So when you're ready, no rush, but into Shavasana, which is just no effort. Cozy, you gotta be cozy and balanced, but you're just can let go of everything. One yoga teacher, Rodney Yee, that I followed on YouTube, at the end he says, surrender. It was the most wonderful voice I've ever heard. So just surrender. Right here, right now, nothing to do. Just give your body a chance to integrate all the things you did in practice. gently come back to this space. Take your time, small movements. Gently make your way back to a comfortable seat, no rush. And just quickly before we close formally, close your eyes. And take 3 slow, deep, even breaths. And then bring your gaze right to the third eye, between the space between your eyebrows, and let it rest there. And I invite you to bring your hands, palms together at your heart space, and bow to your efforts today. Your reason for coming to yoga, your intention, which I hope was fulfilled, and especially for coming and sharing your energy and good vibrations with the group. The light in me bows to and honors the very same light and teacher in each of you. Namaste.